Capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene, vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417, let your wellness be our stress.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay By Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The CDC opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosley Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosley.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluffs. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Another wonderful Tuesday afternoon to you, everyone. It is the 16th day of the month of September 2025. Welcome once again to the Real Issues with me, Shelton Daniel, alongside Terry Fenelon and our technical operator, almost all the time, as always, Alton Jaquan Joseph. I hope you're having a good day so far, and let's hope that it continues that way, at least for the remainder of the week. Thank you so very much for tuning in. We're available on the radio station Real FM, serving you on 91.3 megahertz for the north and 91.5 for the south. We are also simulcasting on NBC Television Channel 120 on the Flow Cable TV service. We are on Facebook Live and on YouTube live streaming. You know, folks, before I turn over to Terry when he's there, I really, I like to give him as much of it as possible because he's always locked, loaded, and ready to fire non-stop. He doesn't need any reloading, this guy. Although I have a little grudge against him, Terry's got something coming up, and he told me nothing about it, nothing. I heard it by the wayside from somebody else that Terry has a new program coming up and so on. And it's only yesterday when I gave him a little prod about it that he sort of told me, yes, he'll be having a new program and so on and so forth, but I'm not saying anything further. Let him give away himself. Let him say what he's got to say, but you won't expect a guy like Terry to be holding out on me. But I know it's all for a good cause anyway. People, I kind of wonder, and I can't help wondering, and I'm sure when I tell you, you will wonder as well. A political party that is 61 years old this year, 1964. 1964 to 2025. regardless of whether its leadership has changed, and the leadership of the UWP has not changed as much as the leadership of the Labour Party. The Labour Party, I'm sure, has had more leaders. I mean, you've had George Charles, you've had Ken Foster, you've had Alan Rizzi, you've had, even for a brief while, Peter Josie, and then Julian Hunt, and Neville Snack, and you know what I'm talking about, Kenny Anthony. For a brief while, even, I think, I can't remember if Ellen John was actually leader for a short time after Julian Hunt resigned and so on. But we've had Kenny Anthony. It's only in recent years that the leadership of the Labour Party has stabilized to an extent that we can say between 1997 to now, we've only had two leaders, right? Kenny D. Anthony and now Philip J. Pierre. That UWP would have a bit of stability in its thinking, a bit of stability in its focus, a bit of stability in its purpose, in its mission. What are the things that we believe in? What are our values when we go on platform? What are our talking points and etc.? But UWP seems not to know what it wants to talk about and present to the people of St. wants to propose. I even heard now they're asking the people to give them ideas to put in their manifesto after they've come out with their Save Our St. Lucia 7 points and their 5 this and all of that. You come and you put out those things, and now you want to come and ask the people to pick their brains. Well, what were you doing all that time with all those town halls, with all those round tables, with all those lives, with all those community meetings? Was it not interactions that you've been having with your people to find out where their mind is at on certain things, what they're thinking, that it's now you want to go and ask the people? But not only that, it's like the very same things UWP has had before, and this seems to be especially apparent under the leadership of Alan Chastney, is that they keep taking the same things and trying to pitch them again, and with hardly any change. It's not to say they make any kind of tweaks or any kinds of adjustments or any kinds of change. So it's the same gadget talk I'm hearing, all over again about Chebwa and well, I mean, of all people who should have brought up this Bolam thing, the son of a pastor, a respected pastor, a young man who grew up in a Christian home. Like somebody else had brought it up, but Stephen is the one who come up with the Bolam. And he begins by saying something very serious, We have to take this thing very, very serious. And what is the I mean, you come up with something like a joke, but Bolam talk. And everybody who comes after him, nobody says, okay, let me allow greater wisdom and age and experience. They come Bolam, the Bolam, and they go with that. Many years ago, it was that Dr. Professor Rosemary Bell Antoine was a witch, Kenny Anthony's wife. And there's a witches' conference in St. Lucia, and the Monsignor disaster where that bus plunged over the precipice. It was a sacrifice. It was some kind of thing that Labour did to win the election. So, whatever they did, they took over the driver's mind and the engine of the vehicle and so on. And we also had some other situation where, it's always a Chebwa kind of thing, Always some dark forces and Mary Isaac about the cemetery, people in the cemetery late in the night, and Guy Joseph going and say that the death of Joachim's son from cardiac issues, something like I said, which probably runs in the family. Mr. Henry is said to have had cardiac issues himself. He died is because it was a sacrifice, and his father is the one who gave him to the devil. A man already, 30 years, a medical doctor and everything, married and all. His father can take him, like you say, Timamai po by jab, it's a sac. And I keep wondering, if UWP is so concerned about the occult and about witchcraft, what was happening with that Indian lady down in what they call it, Fonkani or Fonkuli, I don't think it's for Fonkani, down in the Deriso side that Alan Chastney was regularly visiting? Some of the thing is on film, there are video clips of it, where the lady calls herself the Jagfire and all kind of things, dripping a yellow flag on bamboo and lighting what and doing. Apparently she didn't know, the hour of her own death. She couldn't predict that one, when she took a turn for the worse. What they had this woman sweeping streets and in broad daylight in Castries, she's sweeping away evil forces, whatever it is. Why did they have her doing that? If you are so repulsed by occult things and things that have to do with Obi and so on, why were you so publicly associating with the Jagfire? and whatever other fire that you all are involved in. Now Guy Joseph has come up again. My only thing, Ernest Tiller should have just essentially refused to deal with that. Don't dignify it with a comment even from the Deputy Prime Minister. Don't dignify that thing. These things, they're worth just snaring at them. They're worth just spitting on them. They're worth just absolutely showing them no regard, much less respect whatsoever. He's always a chamber talk. He's always they doing obia. What? To set up for when you lose for you to say is a chamber? Well, if chamber can get to you, a minister of the gospel, a man who supposedly belongs to the universal, down the centuries eternal church that Jesus Christ said, the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. That you are a man preaching the gospel to people, and you're afraid or you have some concern about obia, and then people are trying to make excuses. You're truncating, you're shortening what Guy Joseph said. What he said is that once the Labour Party is in power, blood will run in this country. Well, what the heck can that possibly mean? What can that possibly mean? You're wishing blood to run when Labour is in office. You cursing Labour when in office. You're predicting it. Why are you predicting it? You know something. You're a prophet. You're part of the cause. You're contributing to it to make the country ungovernable for the Labour Party. Why would you? I just find Guy Joseph for a man who exists within the household of grace which Christian faith is supposed. He's so ingracious. He's so devoid of grace. He's so devoid of any kind of love, whatever. It's like winning political office is all that matters. You just don't see the marks of a Christian who has been touched by grace, by saving grace, and wants it for others. There is a ruthlessness about this man. And I don't know if we see it that way, if we want to take account. The other thing I want to say quickly before I hand over to Terry, I'll just say quickly, people, I have warned you all before, and you know which you all I'm talking about. Take with a grain of salt those episodes where it seems, that key, conspicuous, frontline flambos seem to have a falling out with their party and their leader. Some of us, we run too forward to embrace people and hug them and kiss them and tell them welcome because we believe by doing that we're going to encourage them. Sometimes they're just doing that because they want something. They're just placing them themselves in a position where they will be noticed by the leadership and its backers and financiers, and it's something they want, so they're making some noise so they will get some attention, and then they will get what they want. So that either the party or its financial backers will say, I said, don't do that, no, man. You're helping the Labour Party, and then they can make their demand, whether it's for money, whether it's for job, whether it's for a scholarship for that. You know how it goes. Sometimes they're just playing and they're just using. Don't let them play you and use you. I'm not telling you to curse them off. I'm not telling you to huff them, as we say. But if they have fallen out so much with the United Workers' Party, it has been made clear from the political leader down that the arms and the doors of the Labour Party are wide open to them. That they can come across and they can associate with the Labour Party and they can learn the Labour Party and they can become part of the good that it is doing for this country. Not every time you hear Champagne criticize Alan Chasney or Flambeau or the crowd for you to believe that means Champagne is born again and he sees things differently. And don't you people fall for those things. I'm not saying he's not, and I'm just using him as a reference because I hear it seems like Oswald Ozzy Boy Augustine is giving Big Daddy a telling off for what he said. Now that's them. Let them do their thing. But Big Daddy said some things about Allen is a liar and so many people who have resigned. And yes, he did mention Ozzy Boy's name where he said Ozzy Boy resigned, not necessarily from the party, but from the national executive, whatever. I has been told off. Now, that's them again. But I just want to use those things as an example. Do not quickly fall so that you're under their pages and you're under their lives and you're commenting because you think, you'll give them chauffement to give more licks to the Labour Party and give a bigger boost. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. The best you can do sometimes is just observe in silence. Just watch what is happening. If it comes to give a word of encouragement, yes. But do not go bigging up people and boosting up people and then it is all something orchestrated or just before the election, just before voting day, polling day, you see them come out and say, boy, at one time I really thought I was done with the UWP and I had almost decided to throw my support behind Labour, but I realized, boy, Labour is better, and Labour, better I stick with Flambeau. And the effect of it all is that it plants the seed of impression in people's mind that Labour Party has done something so bad that a veteran Flambeau who was about to switch allegiance had a change of heart when they saw how horrible the Labour Party is. Be very careful about going under people's lives and so on and supporting them and bigging them up and so on. And then in the end, they give you a back kick and you end up looking stupid. You end up feeling more ashamed and embarrassed and so on. Don't give them that strength over you. Like I said, don't off people or tell them, oh, the hell with you and them. Don't do that. Don't do that either. But stop this rush to embrace people and publicly big them up at the very first hint that they're falling out with the other, what Terry likes to call, side. All right? Real Issues people, I want to just address you, particularly members of the Real Issues WhatsApp chat group. Several of you complained to me about people who are sharing things from the group, whatever, and so on. I didn't think it was too much of a big deal anyway. I don't think we're so tightly classified and CIA secret and so on in anything like that. But it was pointed out to me that there is something you can do in the settings to make people unable to share things. But that still does not prevent people from copying, screenshotting. It doesn't prevent them from pressing the highlight button and getting copy, and then they can paste it somewhere else. They can easily do that kind of thing. So I don't think we need to make a big deal of that. As a matter of fact, it's possible that by suppressing the ability to share things directly or through the share button and so on, that the energy in the group may not be what it was before. Sometimes that is part of the energy. It doesn't mean because somebody shares something elsewhere that they're spies. It doesn't mean that they're moles. It doesn't mean that they're infiltrators and embedders and so on. But whatever you do, you can kill the sharing capability. They can still do the screenshot. They can still do the copy and paste. So I just want to say, let's not make too much a big deal. You want to share some information that is of such sensitivity, it's probably not the right place to share it in a group. Share it bilaterally, through direct messaging to somebody else or other people that you want to. You can broadcast it in that context. You can do it in another way. But a group, especially the Real Issues, is there for discussion. We can't run it on this kind of tight espionage, anti-espionage grounds and so on. We really can't do that. So I just want to tell you, as the Spanish would say, tranquilo, calm, just be calm about this thing, be at peace about this thing, and let's continue to have our discussions which can hold up to any test of scrutiny, to any test of anyone appraising it or looking at it and see what a high caliber group that we have. Don't bother ourselves too much. If something is so confidential, if something is so classified, if something is so secret, it would not be in a group of more than 300 members. You cannot control confidentiality when you have so many people having access to something. It's impossible. There's always a friend who has a friend, and yes, there are some people who are dubious, There are some people who have phoned me and they have ideas about certain things that the government should be doing and this and that, and then you realize they ain't as tight and solid as you might think, as you might expect, as you might hope they are, as you believe that they were and so on. But this is life. This is what it is. Enough said from me. Terry, over to you.
Yeah, Shelton, thanks. About the new show, Shelton, when I told you yesterday that I wasn't sure, I really wasn't sure.
Okay, all right.
Nothing had been set in stone. So
I'm beginning to want to excuse you. So.
Yeah. When I went home, actually, I got confirmation. I was like, okay. Funny problem, because, for country and party, I'm there. Especially now as the country is doing so well and everything is going so well. All right? So I thought I should clear that up, Shelton. I wasn't sure. That's why I had not mentioned before. I know it was hinted, but only confirmation only came yesterday evening to be precise.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, so a new program, it starts on actually, ask me the name of the program. I don't even know.
Really?
I just know it's just going to be a half-an-hour program where we just highlight the positive things of the party. You could play the video. Let me get your stuff for you there. Today I'm working closely with my producer. He has his hat as well, but he's not on screen. You know, what is the mood? Video for. What is the mood, Shelton? The mood is red. That's right.
The mood is red. The mood is red. The mood is red. That's the mood, red.
That's the mood. The mood is red. Now, Shelton, as you were talking there, I remember my partner on the beach this morning. Willow, I'm giving you a shout, brother Willow. Willow is echoing the same things you're saying, you know. Don't be too quick to embrace those who say that they are switching from one side to another. Yes, we are a party. We welcome all men of goodwill. But some of them have, you know, sinister motives. Some of them you can never be sure of. Some of them just trying a thing. So don't be too trusting and stuff. But we want all of you on board because the country is doing well. Don't mind those who say the sky is falling. We can't see the sky. I mean, bonus in. Oh, let's leave that alone. Shelton, I learned a new word, you know.
Tell me.
I learned a new word, and I had to apply it to myself this morning. Okay, let me cue up Jaquan first. Video 6, Jaquan. Remember, we start at the 1 minute mark. And I went to infrastructure yesterday because I paid my vehicle insurance. Yeah, boy, you know, you have to put out the money.
You went to get your sticker?
I went to get my sticker, registration at infrastructure yesterday. System is down. I couldn't wait because had I waited, Shelton, I might have missed the real issues. So I decided today, let me try again. Oh man, Shelton, when I reached them, and there were 1,000 people on the line. I was like, wait me see. Man, again, if I take that line, Shelton, I would not have been with you today.
Okay.
Police, give me a break, eh? When you see. I went to pay to get my sticker. So Shelton, while I was there, I look at the thing. So I had to apply that word. Shelton, you know that word. Just drop it from the 1 minute mark.
Kenny, ukudi kas leba fini.
My hat to kudi. What?
What? You say I know.
Shelton,
that.
I had to kudi. You know that? Yeah.
I've been wondering.
What made say there?
What is there? What was it?
I don't know. What language is that? I had
To you, Kenny, ukudi kas leba fini.
Mekudi. So. Hey!
Has he subsequently come out or spied or anybody and tried to explain or they themselves happy to laugh at him as well?
Well, Shelton, I don't know, but I suspect that would apply to what I did today. So when I went by infrastructure, I saw 1,000 people on the line. I say, let me kudi. So now, you know, that talks to Shelton. This is the guy who closed Radio Solution because of you, you know. They wanted to get at you. You know, you spent so much of your time in St. Lucia, and you're so lazy to be one of us. You and your boss. But I will not play the one if you and your boss. I'm Jaquan.
It can't be cool that the man
Kudi, busy, Kudi.
Kadi or whatever maybe.
No. 10 years ago, Kenny gave you a pluck. 10 years, that burn you. You carrying that grudge for 10 long years. Kenny said you can't speak patois. You go to Jackman and you cannot relate to the people. Kenny is right. He was right, he still is right. You cannot speak the language. So you decided on Sunday after 10 long years, you rehearsed, you don't know how to speak the language, but somebody gave you that sentence. You rehearsed that for 10 years, and that's the best you could have done? Ukudi?
And his voice is cracking the same way. Like the time when he was trying to say, let's take our country back.
Boy, I suspect Dr. Anthony must have been there on his bed, you know, with his cognac, you know, because, you know, the great men before have a little cognac. And when that came out, he almost choked. Kudi, a whole 10 years? And that is the response you get. Now listen to how lazy, and that's why we have to reject you all fellas, you know. You spend all your life in St. Lucia, well, most of it, and you still play Video 9. The shame. Let Video 9 on.
Ok, moi ici à Mabouya, Vallée Mabouya, et puis moi yon se travaille Taïwan qui a travaillé Saint-Lucie sérieux. C'est maman de non, ou quand il parler lui-même. Dis-moi non.
Non, moi c'est Eric, moi sorti de Taïwan. Bonjour tout le monde.
Qui ça va faire Saint-Lucie?
Moi, ni travaille à Saint-Lucie, à ministre agricole.
Ah oui, agricole. Et puis, vous avez mis au Saint-Lucie, vous avez un bon temps Saint-Lucie. You having a good time?
Yeah. Moi, bon temps à Saint-Lucie. Moi, je Saint-Lucie chai.
Vous aimez Saint-Lucie chai?
Oui, mais Saint-Lucie chai.
All right. Eh bien, qui ça vous a mangé? What have you eaten?
Moi, je voulais tout bagaille, moi, je voulais toute sa raison. Au dia, moi, je voulais tout bagaille.
Bon, ça va. Eh bien, merci à Bill. Nous allons jouer encore. Amusez-vous. D'accord.
Imagine that. Taiwan is just here for 3 months and is able to conduct an interview in Creole. And this man there, 10 years rehearsing a response to Kenny because Kenny gave him a cuff under his belly, figuratively. Boom! It hurt him so badly. He spent 10 years rehearsing. I mean, you're not one of us, boy. You know, you don't know our culture. You can't assimilate. That's why you close Radio St. Lucia and all the archives have gone to waste. Just because of a pettiness you and your master trying to get at one man. So you burn down the whole house. You know, to ashes to get. You can Mekudi? What's that? Mekudi? That's the best you could do after 10 years?
Kudi.
I mean, people have Jackmail. And they were clapping it. I have a sentence. I'm going to respond to you in Creole. I have a short sentence. Kenny, Mekudi. But your fellas are pathetic, you know. You know, the same, we coming to the break, the same way you put a 7-point plan. And I'm just getting on air now. Young man, John Tench, had to rip you. Shelton, you know that side, you know, it's a disaster. You know, the laziness. You all not making an effort. You all just want to rule. You just want to rule. You're not making an effort to be like us, to be one of us.
Eh bien, flambeau pas fini, on terre. Flambeau Koudi.
Ladies and gentlemen, you could imagine. Taiwanese, now I have the ambassador lined up too. She's here and she's giving an address and an opening salvo, an opening paragraph is in Creole. She just landed 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and she was able to learn the language enough to come and read from a prepared script, read the Creole fluently, flawlessly. And you have a man that tell me, the headphones is only in English. The headphones cannot I've been shameful, and you want to come and say you want to lead us to disaster.
And not only that, too, the only Creole words he learns, Creole words to incite,
violence, anger, yes.
You know, yeah, this is
it didn't better by the Deputy Pope. I mean, come on, man, ladies and gentlemen, that I feel repulsed by that man. You know, you local all your life, you learn Spanish, you learn everything, you cannot learn the Creole to be like us. But in Junior Creole, you come and talk about that Boudin, give me Boudin and Jolkosho. You're trying to assimilate, but you are not one of us. You are Dominic, and Dominic, I'll never forgive you for that radio solution debacle, you know. And, you know, now you're going to Ukudi, we have to make you Kudi from Ansari Canaries. Once and for all, you'll have to Kudi. Yeah, I think we're due for a break, Shelton.
Yes, it's 1 o'clock, so Real Issues powered by Blue Waters. I have to step out briefly, folks, so when we come back from the break, Terry is there, so you know you're always in good hands. Don't go away. Real Issues is on.
Yes.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real Issues, 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
McDowell Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The CDC opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosley Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosley.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Thanks for staying with the real issues. Shelton had to take a very important call, so forgive him. He had to kudi to take that. Now somebody has asked to play that again. I'll do better. We'll play the kudi one, and I'll play the video of the Taiwanese ambassador and Eric speaking Creole, okay? That will show you how lazy these guys are. You spend your entire life in St. Lucia, but you fail to assimilate and to do the thing which makes us St. Lucia. No wonder this guy doesn't know the national anthem. He cannot recite the pledge. He cannot even recite properly the Lord's Prayer. There is so much not one of us. So let's go. Let's play the Metudi again.
Kenny Ukudi. Ukudi Kazle Bafrini.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Bon après-midi tout le monde. Moi content de vous voir ici aujourd'hui à Ivy Resort.
Estamos medio là. Su bien run of la Gavinia.
Sir, the audio I have in my ear tonight, it's not very, very clear. So while I would normally be able to listen and understand what you're saying, in order for me to be able to answer your question appropriately, which I absolutely want to do, I'm going to ask you if you can please speak in English.
Bonjour, c'est Lissy. Non, moi c'est Eric et moi sorti Taiwan.
I'm going to ask you if you can please speak in English.
Les autres, bonne santé and bon après-midi. Thank you.
I'm going to ask you if you can please speak in English.
So if you know we're selling Creole headphones, please get one for the leader of the opposition and for Dominic Fede, please, because it's a shame, it's a crying shame that we have foreigners who come in and they assimilate one of us. But you're going to spend 10 years to craft a response to Dr. Anthony. You know, you were so disrespectful of the elder statesman, you know, in the house, like a bug, you know, an irritant. 10 years to craft a response because he told you something that hurt you. And the best you could come up with in Creole is Mekudi. I looked in the dictionary and I don't know what you're saying there. But I suspect I had to kudi from infrastructure because too many people, and Shelton had to kudi to take a call. I mean, you guys are terrible, man. Shameful. Go back to the drum. And for that alone, you should be rejected, you know, in toto. Because you're not even displaying that 10 years. You know, you live almost 40-something years. I think 10 years you crafting a response because Kenito, you cannot speak Patois in Jackman. You went back to Jackman and that's the best you could have done. Mekudi, shameful, man. You guys should be sent out to pasture once and for all. Now, there's a lot I have to say, you know, but you see, as I'm on this Creole thing, to me, I just want to stay there, you know. But today, let me see, when you really think about it, you know, the people, you know, in St. Lucia, we're too accepting of mediocrity. We need to raise the standards. People who come in to represent us must be one of us. I don't care what you call me. Racist, I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm not xenophobic either. But when you want to represent, at least show me you want to be like me. You could... Mekudi. My headphones, the headphones I have could only understand English. You can't interpret Patois. We're too accepting of nonsense in this country. We have to raise the standard, raise the bar. You come in to represent him and at least you're supposed to have some of the basics. Eric just came from Taiwan in 3 months. He was able to conduct an interview and talk about what he's eating. He's in a Journée Creole festival, dressed like us, speaking like us. The ambassador just came in there, and in no time she's able to address a conference, well, not the conference, where they had an opening ceremony, and speak proper and read. And you guys have been here all your lives, and the best you could do is Mekudi. That's why I've done. All right, let's go on to something else. We're talking a little education there, because, you know, the 7-point plan, these guys up to now cannot explain anything. You know, Dr. Eubalus Raymond, I met him recently, I think, by Marcy, wherever. And he did say on an interview that Chasney is top down, you know. As Shelton indicated, you came there with your 7-point plan. Well, we don't know if it's a program, if it's a plan, if it's I mean, we don't know what it is. You just came there with, you cannot explain it. When they asked you about healthcare, you started to cry. You started to cry. You know what I mean? You started to cry. Why? Because you have no answer. You cannot show us anywhere in the Caribbean where this health thing works. Nothing. So you just throw it out there because you figure, yeah, boy, let me throw some beats so you can catch. Nothing. So you start to cry. You're crying on demand. But we're not going to let you get away. Now that you have put the plan and it has gained no traction because everybody is seeing through the nonsense that you have there, you're asking people now to send in ideas for a manifesto. That's working back to front, boy. We will not do that in the SLP. We're going to do things well. We're working on the manifesto. After it is well crafted and, you know, we fine-tune it, we release it. Because our plans will come from that. And if you take up the Labour Party manifesto now, let me see if I have it there. It should be in my bag. Hey, no, it's in the vehicle, in the back seat. You could see everything that, you could point to what we have achieved. And we have over-delivered. Talk about TechVoc, we have done that. They're the process now of restructuring the TVET office. You understand? Pensioners taken care of. So you could check. But you came in for a 7-point plan and then you're asking people to give you ideas. And Shelton, every Sunday you're there talking Maji, instead of getting ideas from people, because that's supposed to be the rationale and the objective of a town hall is to get ideas and you could put together. But every time it's power JT and so the latest is that I just saw it. Now I do not have time to read it, so I'm winging it there. John Tench, a young man, is saying, you see that thing about your Sir Arthur Lewis free tuition? Take that back and throw that. Because it's bluff. And it is real bluff because we know you don't believe in education. I have you on tape there. Shaquan, you could line up, let me see. Video 2, don't play it yet. You could line it up. Video 2. You don't believe in education. As you correctly said, Sir Arthur, for you, 42 programs. So that the degree programs will go. Everything must go. Because you figure, St. Lucia's children must just be about living to serve in the hotel. Because what is the example you gave? Housekeeping. Is it housekeeping? Something like that. I don't want to misquote you. So if it's not housekeeping, forgive me, I think it's that. So they have to know how to be good housekeepers, good bellhops, good this and good that. Because as far as you're concerned, Sir Arthur has so many programs. Imagine that. A man that say he was trying to transition Sir Arthur to a university, you drop the ball on the 5th campus of the university. You drop the ball. But now, all of a sudden, you want to give free tuition. But your free tuition is contingent upon cutting programs. Now, if you cut programs, people will be redundant. Because the fewer programs you have, the fewer people you need. Right? You already don't want to pay. You figure they're not paying rent. They're just there and you're not getting, for you, you figure they're not getting value for money. Nah, brother man, it doesn't work so. Does not work so. We believe in, yesterday I prayed for you, even Guyana now is following the leader, Philippe J. Pierre. 1 graduate per household. Guyana is just doing that. We are sending children all over the world, Taiwan, Cuba, Hungary, Morocco, to further themselves, to get them out of poverty. But you want to come and say, boy, Sir Arthur is just supposed to be a hotel trade school. That's basically, people, when you analyze what the man has said, that is basically what he's saying. 42 programs, no, we have to make Sir Arthur, responsive to what the hotel sector needs. And what they need are bellhops and housekeeping and this kind of thing. Seriously? Let video 2 run. Let's hear him in his own words. Do you need all that education? Let's hear him.
I think that everybody has to go off and get a university degree right away. So the question is, does everybody need a university degree? You don't have to provide too much education for the job.
By global partnerships and strengthened by bilateral ties with universities around the world, higher education is no longer a luxury. It's a promise being fulfilled.
We believe moving forward that every household in St. Lucia deserves at least 1 university graduate. And this is why we've partnered with universities and colleges around the world to provide opportunities so that our young people can realize their full potential as a result of this particular initiative.
One shining example of this vision in action is the First Generation Scholarship Program, an inspiring partnership between the government of St. Lucia and Monroe University. As part of the One University per Household initiative, it's transforming lives by giving first-generation students a fully funded path to a bachelor's degree right here at home.
A new Prime Minister came in with a promise for a college graduate, and not only a college graduate, he wanted a bachelor degree graduate in every household.
That is right. That is the ethos of the St. Lucia Labour Party. We are big on education, Very big on education. So we have started paying for the tuition for the nurses. And it's a bachelor's degree program, bachelor of science in nursing. You understand? So first thing he's going to tell you, cut that. Because he cannot afford that. You heard him, you don't need all that education, you know. That, you heard him in his own words. So he's coming with the bluff now to make tuition free for, but it's contingent. And young people, do not be fooled by these gimmicks. What Mitt is proposing, it is a gimmick to try to get your vote. But you have seen what the Labour Party is doing. Free secondary school education, free. Paying facilities fees, paying for CXCs. And you heard the Prime Minister in the next budget, that might go up to 5. So parents, you could rest assured, because basically that's all you need. Math, English, science, 5. And then there are so many other programs for you to be degreed. There is UniPass, which helps you. Those of you who are already doing degree programs, following tertiary education programs, degrees mostly, you get grants of up to $10,000. So Alpha Lewis College students can access bursaries and other financial assistance. So we're slowly getting that. You know, we're not rushing anything, you know, just promising you, and then in the end we have to struggle to see how we go. No. Our Prime Minister, remember, is a man who was steady as you go. Measured, he's counting the cost. He already knows he's going to pay a back pay in December. We're only in September, you know. But the plans are there, the projections are there. He knows where the income is coming from. Pensioners, you'll get your little 600 or so in November. That is planned for, because there is a man who knows. He ain't just doing things like if So this fellow is trying to dazzle you with, you know what they say, the B word. I won't say it on air. You understand? We're not going to fall for that. And the other things, you know, you talk about, you do that. I want to see somebody, UWP, present to me where in the Caribbean you see somebody has $75,000 worth of health insurance paid for by the government. Every citizen. Present that plan and show me the financials. How that is operated. How that works. So somebody say, oh, that's my favorite part of the 7-point plan. But it's unworkable, not sustainable. Show me. So right now, you know, it's not before when, brother man, you could have just put this nonsense in and get away with it. You will be checked. And I'm going to ask you, show slate. If you cannot show slate, scrap that. Because don't forget, people, I need to remind you, they did come up after they were in Denry North, I think. They came up with 14 points. Ooh, Mona Lisa. And then we started to analyze that. Bring back agriculture in schools. Laziness. They should have, anyway, they got that from GPT. Bring back agriculture in schools. Agriculture ever left schools. The same way, you know, Stephen, the Bolam fella, talking about bring back Prez in schools. Prez never left schools. No one ever took Prez out of schools. Always been there. As a matter of fact, religious education is the only compulsory subject in schools. You did not know that, but I'm telling you that. Read the Education Act properly. I don't have mine before me. I'll collect it. It's the only compulsory subject in schools. It says the Minister of Education can prescribe a course of study. And in that course of study, he can decide what goes in and what comes out. But he cannot take out Prez in school because that is in there. That is why Arsene James, bless his soul, he said students must write 5 subjects at CXC, English and Math, and 3 others. That was an executive order that all secondary schools had to follow. Good order. There were some who couldn't make the 5 and we had to seek exemptions. But Arsene James in his wisdom, well, he had a very good permanent secretary in Dr. Rufina Frederick. So they did that. So that was established. So don't talk about what's you know, y'all don't know. Y'all fellas just throwing things out there, hoping that something will stick. Now today I'm going to open, you know, the lines a little earlier. The TVET schools, I suspect, if Mitt comes in power, he's taking that out. He might take it out. Because, you know, the TVET requires a certain level of financing. You know, the equipment and stuff. Because some of them are doing, well, not some, they're doing the CVQs and stuff. So that's a chunk of change. And it requires specialized people in there. But might find that a burden. But you see, we have seen the need to diversify and to give students other outlets, to express themselves. Don't say they are not academically inclined. They are, but they just want a different pathway, a different career. Takes them, unlike the grammar types, St. Mary's and St. Joseph and Hesse and Entrepot and Corinth and Vieux-Fort and Soufrière, these schools established, proper grammar type schools, etc. Although some of them do they still offer TVET subjects, but these are specialized areas. You understand? So I suspect me to come there and say, boy, you see that thing? We can't invest in that. I need that money for Ernst & Young. I need that money for Lockerbie. You understand? I need to pay my partner in the cement factory there, Radical Investments and, that entertainment company there. Because our money is not for us. Our money is to help people. Others not looking like us. So there's largest there. You notice, I have a clip there where he's telling the Cayman City, don't dig nothing, man. I will pay your salaries. I will pay your utilities. The man, you swear we have oil? Man paid everything for the people. He said, Ojo Labs don't dig nothing, man. Even when you're asking civil servants to take vouchers, or not vouchers, whatever it is, you're taking loans to pay the workers of Ojo Labs. When the owners of Ojo Labs are billionaires, you don't think like us. So we have to reject you in total. We're going to open the lines. We're not, Jacqueline, we're not staying too long there. We're opening the lines as early as possible. So, I came there for a load of things, but that Creole thing had me. You understand? Mekudi. 10 years you're crafting a response to somebody and you cannot. We have our first caller. Welcome. Thanks for calling the Real Issues.
Brother Terry. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm there, my brother.
Brother Terry, how did this man ascend to the heights of prime ministership in our country?
We were duped, man.
St. Lucian drunk the Jim Jones Kool-Aid or what?
Something like that.
Alan Chasney, he has absolutely nothing. And the people of St. Lucia let down their guard and they were conned.
Yes.
They bite that bait, hook, line, and sinker. However, their eyes opened and their eyes open forever. We have to ensure that we right the wrong by never allowing Alan Chasney to run our country again. We gave him a chance, and he has failed miserably.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Save our St. Lucia. Hello?
Yes.
SOS, save our St. Lucia. So if you're looking for a savior, to save St. Lucia, you will choose Alan Chasney. A man who has admitted to us that the country is broke. Philip J. Pierre inherited St. Lucia broke and broken, And he was able to bring this country on a solid economic vibe, To the extent where, imagine, civil servants stiff in colors already, Who going to get the extra ham, the extra turkey, the extra bottle of wine, the extra food cake? Imagine, Philip J. Pierre already give civil servants a Merry Christmas in September,
Yes.
And you're talking about save our St. Lucia? Hello? St. Jude is on the verge of opening, That is a massive and a mammoth achievement,
Yeah.
And I believe the reopening of St. Jude alone should give St. Lucians the courage to go out and vote for the Labour Party,
Yeah.
Opening of St. Jude alone should be enough for us to vote for Labour, And you look at many of the things that Philip J. Pierre was able to achieve, man. St. Lucians, we have to be thankful and we have to be grateful. And we have to reward hard work. We have to reward the Philip J. Pierre administration for all the good things that they have done for us as a people. Philip J. Pierre has never brought no shame and disgrace to us, Only good things that a man has done, And we have to reward him. St. Lucians, we have to reward Philip J. Pierre by turning out in large numbers and to paint the country red. Have a good day, my brother.
Yes, man. The mood is red. You know, I'm just responding to somebody there. You have another call? Yes, we'll take that call. Thanks for calling the Real Issues. Yes, go ahead. Thank you for calling the Real Issues.
Yes. Am I on?
Yes, you're on. You're on. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
All right. Good afternoon, Terry, and how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Good afternoon.
All right. I'm there just to answer Mr. Harrow, Wayne Harrow.
Okay. The
Spider
arsonist.
have a show on Mondays.
Yes.
He said the name is like this, but the name is El Guapo, Philip J. Pierre, Hile, and the list goes on. And on that show, Wayne Harrow tried to diss Dr. Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
The only place in St. Lucia that does not have a human resource center. The only place in St. Lucia that don't have this and that. And when he knows damn well is Alan, that's the cause of it.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne Harrow, you know me and I know you. We came from the same area.
Mm-hmm.
There were two people in a race for UWP.
Mm-hmm.
And with Chasney, you did not stand a chance. Chasney said, Lady Lee or nothing. And you had no choice. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Don't try and put Dr. Anthony where he's not supposed to. Wayne Harrow, you should remember that we came from the same area. I had to hold my shoes in a nylon bag and a bottle of water when I reached by the road. Okay?
Right.
We had no drainage, no road, nothing.
Right.
And now you want to come and diss Dr. Anthony? Wayne Harrow, you all had that job on the field, the Philip Massey grounds. Where did the money go with you and your cabals?
Mm-hmm.
Where did the money go? Did Dr. Anthony take it from you?
Mm-hmm.
Wayne Harrow, you were in charge of that thing after storm.
Mm-hmm.
How do you call that thing? And you all ill-treated us because we had not put in Flabo. You all gave us nothing. It was Mr. Hunt, his pocket money, who gave us things to help ourselves. Wayne Harrow, you don't remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yes, caller.
Wayne Harrow, you was involved in football.
Yeah.
You was involved in cricket. You was involved in calypso.
Yeah.
Cookman money gives my hand. That was the name of your calypso. Wayne, go sorti. Kila suye.
Yeah.
Ou just vin bien po?
Yeah.
Ou e gay kwa dek zo tout fwen la han fila exist toujou person boss atanaye? Wayne, by Dr. Anthony Chelsea Lavi.
Yeah. Thank you.
Because Dr. Anthony pay by bien po. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to know if Wayne Harrow is still practicing law, and if he's not, maybe ask why. All right. Just before we take the break, breaking news. Well, that's what I'm just seeing there. Breaking news: ex-UWP Minister Edmond Estefan breaks silence, endorses brother's political bid. You could read that for yourself. The man has said the time has come for him to. It's no longer about party; it's about country, and he's going to be there supporting his brother as his brother seeks to contest this general election. He speaks with conviction that his brother is going to bring home the seat, and he's going to do all in his power to ensure that his brother retains the Babuno, I almost said Babuno Secondary, the Babuno, the Babuno seat for the St. Lucia Labour Party. He says, yeah, the UWPs want to kill him. So what? Yeah, you got fool. You got 2D, not Kudia, 2D. But we have Edmond Estefan. He says with pride, with humility and confidence, I now stand beside my brother. Okay, Estefan's move has stood debate. I don't care. we seek men of all men of goodwill. You know, we have one call. Let's take that call before we take the break. Yes, caller, you're online.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I slowly on my television. My phone is on. And a part of my television, I called upon the last night when I heard the news. I tell my partner, that's our festival for December Christmas. Well, CD. My partner said, I think that's a song we have to have for Christmas. Well,
it's a So
because that kind of thing, I see that Prime Minister, that's why I tell you that if my heart was not stick to my stomach, it's falling down. and I hear shots talking about hand out. What the hand out is? What the hand out is? And the next thing I have to say again, imagine the Sunday Flabo had the thing in Mikun.
Yes.
There was an accident.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to hear that. I wanted to investigate that. I had an accident in Volet.
Yeah.
When guy had a motorcade, had an accident in Volet, and a vehicle right off two girls, a mother and a daughter.
Okay.
But imagine they came out in hospital. I think either today's Wednesday, Tuesday, either Saturday or Sunday they came out from the hospital. Guy was there. Guy stopped the vehicle. He complained about his vehicle, and up to now, they say about the two people in the van knock. You know, because he thought the two people in the van knock was Labour supporters. But those people were strong Labour supporters, Flabo supporters. Nobody needs to say nothing about that. He stopped, he wants them. He complained about his vehicle, the vehicle knocked his vehicle. I want guy to come on the air and say what I'm saying, that is not true. He never said about the family. And those two families from Mikud is strong Labour supporters from Volet. You can get them? What I said, there's an article lady saying, after God is Philip. After God and Jesus Christ is Philip.
Yeah.
Okay? I think Philip will be, in history, one of the best prime ministers in history ever produced. And I go anywhere and see that. And I wish to do that God make me see the rest of my life. And it's Philip Jeffrey. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. We shall break now. I mean, if you have calls, we'll have to hold it. You have to take the Blue Waters break. When we come back, the lines will remain open.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
McDowell's Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene, vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The CDC opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosile Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosile.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
The man, the voice, the voice, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluffs. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Thanks for staying with the real issues. We're on the home stretch. And I'm just going to remind you of the Grosile community meetings, the dates, new dates from 6:30.
Yeah, hello.
The Moshi HRDC, that's tonight, 6:30. Tomorrow it will be the Grosile HRDC, 6:30. And Corinth is on the 18th. So make it take note and make sure that you present yourself, give your ideas to the rep, and discuss ways of moving forward. Yes, do we have a call? Yes, let's have that call. Thanks for calling the real issues.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Yes, let's say.
Yeah, I just really wanted to make a comment on I witnessed on Sunday. just as the 5 for 5. That was not transformative. I heard a little clip of the news. It said the transformative plan. The 5 for 5 was not transformative. And in the same way, the issues we raised on this 7-point plan, which the gentleman just came out with, I believe it was a knee-jerk reaction. That will not be transformative. And I believe the young guys from the school, from Safalis or wherever, talked of that as far as the payment to Sir Arthur Lewis. The other issue or the nonsense I heard from the Jackmel meeting was someone who, well, apparently he was involved in the banana industry, suggesting to people who are gathered at the meeting that the payment of pensions to farmers, which is part of the 7-point plan, would really bring about a rejuvenation of the banana industry as it used to be before. I say no, right? And people mustn't have that thinking in their minds that based on all kind of the issues, world market issues, all kind of cost of production, all these kind of issues, the banana industry can never come back to the condition it was in the heydays when bananas was king and green gold. So all that was, these are things advanced by the UWP to really deceive the people, because a lot of people don't really think about once they hear the thing and they believe it's going to enrich whatever events or whatever they want to do, they will jump to it. In closing, I just want to really compliment Philip J. Pierre for the announcement that civil servants will get another bonus. That is a very important recognition that civil servants, they are very hard-working civil servants, very hard. Although, on the other side, there are some unscrupulous ones, but they are very hard-working civil servants. And to recognize the importance of the civil service, civil servants, to the work of the government, implementation on the ground, I believe is a very good gesture that they are being recognized from that bonus. And these are some of the examples of the issues I think the public sector unions must speak about. In the same way, when the government does wrong or any employer does wrong, you come out on their backs. When the employer does good and intends good, come out and recognize that it is good. Of all the things I've heard Philip Pierce spoke of and the things that he had in place for public servants, nurses, teachers, I've never heard none of the public sector unions come in and recognize what it does. When you, as a union, a representative interest body, come and does it, it would give your members even more incentive to do what they're supposed to do going forward. I thought I should, put a little edge of a feather in the cap of Philip J. Pierre for that announcement of the second bonus. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, caller. Do you have another call? Yes, caller. Welcome. Hey. Thanks for calling the radio show.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's up? What's up?
I'm there. We're there.
Okay, man. Ellis, I feel sorry for some people. Those people who choose to follow Alan Shelton, especially the mothers, who are going down to support a man who is very much against them.
Yes.
And I'm referring to the policies that Philip JP has enacted in terms of assisting parents with education, their health, and everything else. Even the seniors who once follow Shasney, who are getting free health care and free medical for diabetes and everything. These are the people I feel sorry for. Because Shasney has not helped them in one bit. You understand? But they follow Shasney blindly. But I mean, anybody can follow the party if they want. But something that is good for you, you want to go and vote against it? Mm-hmm. That makes no sense to me.
None.
You follow a man blindly, you follow a party blindly, but you go to support a man who you know is going to remove all those things away from you if he's elected. Because he doesn't give two shits about solutions. He only cares about himself. You understand? Mm-hmm. Now, Guy Joseph has found his voice, and he's speaking for the bravado, even threatening you and Shelton with lawsuits and everything. Let me tell you something. It's high time the father takes some action against me. I tell you that. It's high time the father take action against me. If not, Guy Joseph will have to have about 300 lawsuits. Because if I was in a position, I would have pasted all those text messages all over Facebook. Let everybody spread it and send me if he'll get 300,000 lawsuits. You understand?
Yes.
We have to expose him. We can't keep it in check anymore. The father have to come out and say something, come and do something. Or else Guy Joseph will get away with that nonsense.
He won't.
You understand? And I'm pretty sure that child is not the only child. You understand? So we have to put a stop to that shit. We can't allow Guy Joseph to get together with that. I talk about bravado or this and that. You know? Now when Aaron needs to understand that in politics there is strange bedfellows, there is friends, there is partners, you understand? And there is something called respect in politics. You understand? Dr. Antonige did his best, he tried his best, whatever it happened. He may have his faults, yes. But you're gonna come and disrespect a man like him on a show inspired. You understand? What will you gain by that? You are not a candidate. You don't even consider you to be a candidate. They kick you on the curb. You understand? Because Shasmi said lady or nothing.
Is he still practicing law?
That's what I'm trying to find out, because I remember last time they
if not, why not?
arrested and charged him for some offences.
We need to find out if he's still practicing law, and if not, why not?
I must find out.
Yeah.
I must find out.
Before you point fingers at Dr. Anthony, intellectual, law, a man who is well sought out around the world. You know, little boy like you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Are you still practicing law? If not, why not? We need to know.
Yeah. Now, one last thing, Terry. One last thing. It appears that, I don't know, that's my thinking, when the Prime Minister announced the bonus this Christmas, you know, actually, the flabbos were actually vexed because Pierre is going to give $500 bonus.
Yeah, last year the tsunami guy was crying.
Imagine that. Imagine that. And the government is still trying to have the private sector to partake in this sharing of the profits or whatever. But they vex for what? And you know what they said? Oh, it's some people who elect because the guy spaces at some who buy civil servants and bonus. So election by you feel. You understand? Because they know St. Jude's coming up, they know a lot of host of things coming up. So they know they're sticking that. So they still go ahead with their Sunday funds, or in every constituency, want to go a whole lot of bowl, realizing that the 7-point plan, with the same old shit, can't work on solutions anymore.
Nonsense.
So they are desperate in their attempt to try and fool the people. But the people cannot be fooled no more, because they can see with their eyes, they can see the tangible evidence, they can see everything that Philip Pierre is doing.
That's right.
It is not a I could or I would or I would. He is doing it, and it is there for all to see. And people are filling it in their pockets.
Yeah.
You understand? That is a time where you're giving millions away to your foreigners, going to pay salaries for foreigners, going to organize foreigners. The CIP, people qui s'appelle avec CIP là, CIP là a payé civil servant, qui a fait tout balance ici. Des sous pas quitter ici, I don't pay. C'est ce qu'a fait CIP l'argent. So you savent. Understand? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. 487-9849. You can WhatsApp call us on that, or on the direct landline 4533911. We have someone else waiting already. You're on there. Go ahead. Read the issues.
Terry, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I want to say that our vote, I want to address St. Lucians, that the right to vote is something that they shouldn't take lightly. We must take that very, very serious. Because when you vote, you are deciding who do you want to run your country for the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is very, very serious. You are going to select and elect a government. In that process, you have to have a minister of sports. You have to have a prime minister. You have to have a minister of finance, minister of national security. That is very, very serious. And when you look at the team, my St. Lucians, when you look at the team that the Labour Party have, and you put that, juxtapose the team that Alan Chasney has, any blind man can see that Philip Japier and his team is much better than Alan Chasney's team. Will you, my brothers and sisters, remove Sean Edwards as a minister of education and put that guy from Mikud, what is his name, Mikud North?
Yeah, no. But Gaspar, that's your second bite at the cherry, eh? So try to wrap up. Other callers are with you.
So I'm saying to us that we have a good team in place and we have to stick with that team. And whether it's my first bite or my second bite, all my bites are the mood is red. Let us go out in large numbers and support Sister Lisa Joye in her launching on Sunday afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks. We have another caller waiting. Real Issues, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
How are you guys doing?
We're fine.
I'm calling from the diaspora. I have one.
It's kind of low.
I have one problem. A lot of the people that live in the diaspora that live in St. Lucia, they have a lot of comments about what's going on in the future. Why don't they go there?
The quality of your call isn't great, eh?
Yeah. They're saying that Philip Japier is not doing anything for the people of St. Lucia. Yet still, every year they go down there on vacation and they post it on Facebook. Oh, St. Lucia is doing so good. Why are they so double standard? Okay? If you're gonna say, what does the UWP come with a manifesto? It's not only healthcare. Where's the housing? What happened to the roads? What are we gonna do? They don't say nothing like that. All they're gonna say, oh, we're gonna give $75,000 for healthcare. How far can $75 in healthcare go in 1 year for somebody that's sick? Especially somebody that has diabetes or high blood pressure. That's not a manifesto for people to vote. You have to put something concrete so the people can say, okay, this is what I'm going to do on day one. This is what I'm going to do for the first year that we're in power. It's nothing like that. It's about, Pierre is killing the country. He's killing us. What is he killing you with?
Precisely.
It's inflation all over the world. It's not only in St. Lucia. St. Lucia is a paradise. Okay? And people don't know it. If you travel and you see how you have to get up, rain, sun, and snow, and go out there and struggle to make $1, people don't know that because they haven't traveled and they don't know what's going on in the world. Cost of living is high right now. I live in New York, and right now, a pound of chicken is $1.49. Chicken leg is $1.49 a pound. Okay? When I came to this country, I used to pay $10.10 for a pound of chicken. So when people talking about inflation, they need to look at themselves in the mirror because they are living so sweet in St. Lucia that they don't know. They don't know. And Philip Japier is doing a damn good job for the people of St. Lucia. And who don't like it, they can put it in a pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, the Prime Minister, he's killing them with kindness. That's what he's doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you know what's good? Philip Japier is always in St. Lucia. He's always in St. Lucia. He has people travel on his behalf to take care of St. Lucia business. And he stays there and take care of St. Lucia. No, they want to put a man that always on the plane, flying, he don't know where he's going.
$2,000 a night, pounds. 8,000 EC dollars a night.
Philip Japier is always in St. Lucia. And if Philip Japier travel, it's no more than a week. He doesn't spend no more than a week outside of St. Lucia.
Yeah.
People need to get their facts together before they can start throwing stones. When you live in a glass house, don't throw snow. I know people that were born Labour, born UWP. Their parents voted UWP, and now they are strong SLP supporters. It's not about who you support, it's about who is making your country better for where you live. This is not back in the 60s and the 70s. I remember as a child growing up in St. Lucia, Mrs. Geraldine Rock used to represent where I live. And all she used to come and tell the people by the hook or by the crook and give them a box of ration election time and they don't see her again. Okay? When some people ask her to put water, you know what she said? Water cannot go up the hill. We cannot run water up a hill. That's what she used to tell them. Everywhere in St. Lucia have water now. Everybody building a little house. Everybody doing a little business. And you talking about Philip JP not doing anything? Come on. People wake up here. You all know what you... Woman toujours dit what can't look at my dad, what can't take on another look.
All right, thank you,
don't know
caller.
that?
Okay, thank you
Thank
very
you very much. Yes.
All right, real issues. We have another caller, and Jaquan says it'll have to be the final one. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon, Terry.
Good afternoon, my brother.
And good afternoon, Mr. Shelton.
Good afternoon to you.
Okay, let me ask you all, where Lisa going to get space in Otsa to put these people on Sunday? Where in Otsa they have to take these people, my brother?
Yeah.
Where in Otsa? You could explain to us where, because I myself, I want to know. Because I see the Bexon field might be wider than anywhere they have in Otsa.
Yeah.
So help me on that, bro.
Yes, no, I get you there. Because the thought crossed my mind, and we spoke about it this morning and yesterday. I don't know, man. It's
my brother, you'll have to decide on that, because outside don't have no way to take. Let me tell you.
I went to the gas station this morning,
and you see the pictures that'll be coming out there on Sunday.
Yeah,
that's not going to be AI, you know.
Starts at 3, yeah, but we shall be there about, a little later. And the guy at this gas station was like, man, I mean, serious, it's too small.
No, but that's a serious thing, brother. I don't know, that lady have to reconsider that also thing.
Yeah, we have some time. It's only
we're going to sing also, man, bro. Have a good one, brothers.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All right, and according to the directives of our technical operator, we have to wrap up the real issues now. Thank you very much, Terry. Thanks, Jaquan, for another great job at the controls.
Yeah. Nunebo Kudi.
So until tomorrow, same time from 12:30 until 2 on Real FM Radio, NBC Television, Facebook, and YouTube Live. On behalf of Terry Fenelon and Jaquan Joseph, this is Shelton Daniel. Signing out from the Real Issues, powered by Blue Waters.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
McDowell's Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite.
The winning numbers for the midday draw of Tuesday, 16 September 2025 were Double Daily Grand 6, 9, 20, 22, Big 4 8094. The Big 4 Multi-X ball drawn is 3X. Pick 2 7, 9. The Pick 2 Multi-X ball drawn is FB. One off 5, 6, 5. Lucky 3 2, 9, 2. The Lucky 3 Multi-X ball drawn is FB.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluffs. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issue.